Hello everyone and welcome back for some more Drag Race gossip, secrets and drama. So I'm back for another Roscoe's recap, and this viewing party was for All Stars 11 episode 7, and the guests this week were Sam Star and Pangina Heels. So today we're going to be talking about Sam exposes her last minute casting on All Stars 11 and addresses the rumours that she replaced Q or Plain Jane. Pangina reveals the truth about her relationship with Jimbo after their falling out on UK vs. The World. And Sam claps back at Joey J's shade that she came back to All Stars with, quote, zero growth. All that and more coming up in today's video, so let's get started. Okay, so before they got into the episode, Naysha asked Sam and Pangina how they are enjoying the season so far. Sam said she was loving it, but she was, quote, a little annoyed that she had to wait so long to see herself on screen, and everyone laughed. But she said tonight was finally the night, so she was very excited. Pangina said she thought the Untucked for the previous episode was wild, which was when Selena S. Titties shouted at Aura Mayari and had an argument with the rest of the cast. So Pangina said she was having a great time with the season overall. Naysha then mentioned that episode, which was last episode, episode 6 of All Stars 11, had a 9.5 rating on IMDb, which Naysha said was the highest rating episode of all time from any Drag Race franchise. Now, I did do a bit of digging on this one because I wanted to see if that was correct or not, and episode 6 of All Stars 11 did score very highly, but the record for the highest rated episode on Drag Race on IMDb appears to be for the Snatch Game episode on All Stars 7, which scored 9.9. So Naysha might have been slightly off on the franchise record part, but either way, episode 6 of All Stars 11 is one of the highest rated episodes. Back to Roscoe's, and Naysha continued talking about All Stars 11 and said her takeaway from all of this is that if you're going to go on Drag Race, you should just be, quote, a shady B-word and lie and stir the pot a little bit, which is what Selena did. They then moved back onto talking about this week's episode, which was the start of Bracket 3, and Naysha asked the queens to discuss their entrance looks. When they got to Sam's outfit, Caramel mentioned the fringe outfit that she was wearing, and that some of the other queens on the bracket said that the outfit looked bad, so Cara asked what Sam thought about that. Sam said, quote, girl, because it broke the effing internet, and I thought I looked cute, these effing B-words. Naysha asked whether it broke the internet in a negative way, and Sam confirmed yes. The internet hated her entrance outfit, but Sam said, quote, my mom liked it, so F y'all. Naysha said she thought Sam looked absolutely adorable, but she was expecting her to go bigger, which Sam agreed with. But Sam then revealed that she had very little time to get ready for All Stars, which she did talk about later in the viewing party, so we'll touch on that later. But Sam said that the entrance look is not judged, so her attitude was just grab what you've got and get out there, and, quote, give me my little friend and my cowboy hat and let's wake up the competition. Sam also revealed that on season 17, she'd got a lot of heat from the fans for borrowing a lot of her drag from her drag family. So this time around, she made a personal promise to herself that she was not going to borrow a single garment because she wanted to prove that she could compete entirely using her own things. They then moved on, and Cara brought up that the queens from the previous brackets, including Aura and April, had confirmed that, quote, a little birdie had told them that only 2 queens from each bracket would be going forward to the semis, not 3, and that Morgan McMichaels was the one who had apparently texted some of the queens about it. So Cara asked Sam if she already knew about that before filming. Sam said she definitely knew somehow, but she couldn't remember and whether it was through production or through the grapevine. Naysha said, quote, "Oh, so you knew. Okay, so that was the actress," referring to in the episode how Sam was acting shocked when RuPaul told them. Sam joked and said, quote, "Oh, you know, that's what I do," and she said she's not going to sit there and pretend that she didn't know. Naysha then asked Sam whether it had been a quick decision for her to say yes to coming back for All Stars. Sam said it was pretty quick because the situation was essentially they called her and said, quote, "Girl, say yes or no right now." And Sam said that she's a go-getter, so she said yes. Naysha also asked how Sam felt about the bracket format, and Sam said it was actually probably one of the reasons that she agreed to do it, because she only had to prepare looks for 3 episodes. She said, quote, "If I had to get ready for a full season, I would not have had time at all." Pangina said she's enjoying the bracket format, but her heart is with the all winners format, which was no eliminations. Naysha agreed and said she doesn't think we'll ever get another all winners season again, because those queens were apparently labelled as, quote, "difficult to work with" by production. And the audience was a little shocked, but Naysha explained that what that really means is that the queens were hard to take advantage of because they were all winners, so they knew their worth and they weren't going to let production push them around. Batty then asked Sam how she felt watching her confessionals back and seeing the other girls already talking about her behind her back in episode 1. Sam said she genuinely loves it and that nothing on Drag Race is personal, they're all just making TV. Then Sam said, quote, "If the girls really hate me, they can suck my tuck. But I'm going to talk my bleep too, honey, just wait. This is just the beginning." And everyone cheered. And speaking of confessionals, Naysha brought up Joey J's confessional, where she had said that Sam had basically gone home from her original season, took a poop, and then came back with, quote, "no growth and no evolution." Sam responded to this by saying, quote, "That's exactly what I did. I barely had time to get the poop out. I say my rebuttal to that is, some of the queens needed a glow up from their first season, some of the girls didn't. Thank you," and the audience laughed and clapped. Sam also threw a bit more jokey shade and said that she was not happy about how much RuPaul was clearly loving Joey J in this episode, and she said, quote, "RuPaul thinks that she," meaning Joey, "hung the moon. I was peed." They then talked about the lip sync between Sam and Jasmine Kennedy, and Naysha asked Sam how she felt when it was happening. Sam explained she was fully prepared to be, quote, "eaten alive by Jasmine because she's a lip sync assassin," and Sam thought she had no chance, but she said actually watching it back she feels like she held her own. Sam then revealed something interesting and said that according to her, the lip sync was edited way shorter than it actually was. There were parts where Sam was sashaying across the stage and whipping her hair, but that didn't make it into the edit at all. Cara agreed and said she did not like how short it was cut, and in Cara's opinion, they both gave it in the lip sync and she could have seen it going either way, although the others said that they thought Sam captured the essence of the song better. They then watched Untucked, and the queens were talking about the NVQ points. Cara asked who in bracket 3 was the most hungry for points, in the same way that Morphine had been in bracket 1 and Selena had been in bracket 2. Someone in the audience immediately shouted out Jasmine, which Sam confirmed. She said Jasmine was definitely really going for people's points, and Sam also revealed that Shuga Cain was the other one who was also going for points. But Sam also said the whole bracket is kind of shady and working behind the scenes to try and rack up points because everyone in the group was very passionate and competitive. There was then a VIP question, which was referring back to what Sam had talked about previously to do with being cast at the last minute. And the question was, how soon after season 17 did Sam get the call for All Stars? They also mentioned the rumour that had been going around that Sam might have been cast to replace another queen who had gone on Project Runway. Sam joked and said, quote, "Allegedly, World of Wonder, this is all alleged." but she essentially confirmed the whole thing. She said she was in London when she got the call, and they asked her to come back. She said, quote, "Something fell through, so I was the go-to girl." She explained that she barely had any time to get ready for the season, which explains the entrance look, and why she couldn't go as big as what she wanted to. Sam also said, quote, "I knew I could come back and slay, and look, I won the first episode." Sam did not name the queen that she had replaced, and she kept it carefully vague throughout. But I did some digging about this, and it's worth noting that it was recently confirmed that Q from season 16 is appearing as a competing designer on Project Runway season 22, which premieres in July, along with another season 16 queen, Plain Jane. Given that Q had won both design challenges on season 16, she would have been an obvious pick for All Stars 11, and Plain Jane is also a very popular queen, so she also would have been a popular pick for All Stars as well. So the rumour that Sam was a replacement for Q, or maybe even Plain Jane for All Stars, could be true, because it does make sense, and the filming timelines also match up, so it means that maybe either Q or Plain Jane got the call for All Stars, and maybe said yes, but then they also got the call for Project Runway, and they decided to go to Project Runway instead. Although this is all just a guess and has not been confirmed. Going back to Roscoe's, there was then an audience question for Sam, which was, in the episode, she said to Shuga that Shuga was her mom's favourite queen. And apparently a lot of people online had assumed that Sam was just saying that to try and get Shuga's MVQ point, so they asked Sam if that was true or not. Sam said it is completely true. However, people assumed that when Sam said her mom, she was referring to her drag mom, Trinity the Tuck. But Sam explained her actual biological mother, who appeared on season 17 in the makeover episode as Sassy Star, told her before going on All Stars that she needed to get close to Shuga because Shuga is her mom's favourite queen. Sam thinks it's because her mom may have a little bit of a crush on Shuga out of drag, and that, quote, "he's cute, but the details are not important." And Sam said she's going to get her mom to record a video confirming it so no one can doubt her. And then finally, an audience member asked Pangina what her relationship is like with Jimbo. This was clearly referring to the fact that on UK vs the World Season 1, Jimbo landed in the bottom and Pangina was in the top and decided to eliminate Jimbo, even though Jimbo was the frontrunner and a fan favourite. Then, during the final episode reunion, Jimbo confronted Pangina in Untucked and was not buying Pangina's reasoning for sending Jimbo home. Pangina got a lot of backlash for this decision overall, and then in the next episode after Jimbo got eliminated, Blue Hydrangea was in the top and Pangina was in the bottom, and Blue chose to eliminate Pangina. Back to Roscoe's, and at first, Pangina pretended she did not know what the audience member was talking about and why they were asking that question, and there was some awkward but jokey back and forward between them. Pangina said, quote, "You mean the show called UK vs the World Season 1 that happened 5 years ago? What about it?" And she kept deflecting every follow-up question and people kept laughing. But then she did eventually answer the question. She said that people take what they see on a show filmed over a month or two, and sometimes people make that whole summation of who a person is, which she said is understandable because it means you love those characters so much. Pangina then jokingly said, quote, "But yeah, Jimbo is a C word," and everyone laughed and clapped. But Pangina laughed and said she was joking and then said, quote, "We talk. After the show, me and Blue were really close and I love Jimbo. Seriously, yeah, we hated each other when the show happened, but honestly, we know it's TV and there are bigger problems in the world." And she made it clear that they're all good now, but the audience always think of them as characters that are still stuck in that time frame from the TV show, even though that was so long ago and everyone has now moved on. So there you go, there was the Roscoe's recap for All Stars 11 episode 7. What did you think of the premiere episode for Bracket 3? And which 2 queens from this bracket do you think will move forward to the semi-finals? Let me know in the comments. If you'd like to get things like early access, exclusive content, as well as many other benefits like priority to have your comments featured in my videos, you can check out either my Patreon, which is my main platform, or for a more convenient option if you want, you can also join my YouTube membership by clicking the join button under any of my videos. And there'll be links to both of those things in the description. I'd also like to say thank you so much to my amazing Patreon members. You are absolutely incredible. Your support truly does keep this channel going, and you have no idea how grateful I am to all of you. So honestly, thank you so much. Please make sure you like and comment on this video because it does help to boost it in the algorithm and promote it to even more people. And please make sure you do your big one and smash that subscribe button because it does make a big difference. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll join me in the future for some more Drag Race gossip, secrets, and drama. Thank you so much. Bye.